And Michael is aware of that fact and knows that Ola is going to lead everything on this turn that called on the flop. And so if he believes that there are many draws in Ola's range, he's going to make this call with ace high thinking that it's still good.
Well, that's what he's done. He is making this call, and he's in deep trouble. Blinds 25 and 50. Here we go. One fold, and now it's on Gerd. Han Yang-ko, non-professional player. He likes his king 10. He will raise to 110.
Gerd's been pretty tight with his hand selection. Ooh, he's in some trouble here, though. He's got under 20 blinds to start this hand, and Michael Marakish, he's got ace-10 suited in the big. I expect him to put Gerd in. But no, he's just going to call. Okay.
Wow, that is surprising. Just calling, but...
Well, ace-10 suited does play very well post-flop, and we get one of 7-6-4, no spades, so a pretty bad board for both players here.
Check, check. Gerd has played so few hands very selectively.
Right.
Everybody thinks they're behind when they're involved with them. Anyway, the 4 on the turn pairs the board.
I'm surprised to see Michael reaching for betting chips here, because Gerd probably has a bunch of ace highs of his own, some weak pairs. So Michael's turning his hand into a bluff here, I think. But it seems like not a lot of worse hands can call, and yet Gerd just called with king high, so what do I know about any of this?
We're going to the river, and an 8.
You know, a 5 is a straight now. If Michael bluffed the turn, I kind of expect him to continue here. He can't think his ace high is any good once he gets called on the turn. Little does he know he has the best hand.
400.
Oh yeah, he's going to try to take a stab thinking that he has to bluff it. He's betting 400.
Gerd can't even beat a bluff. That's how bad his hand is. I mean, there's so few hands that he can beat here that this hand should be over by now. I don't know what we're waiting for. Oh my God, he called?
Oh boy.
I don't get it. I mean, he's played so tight and so conservative this entire final table, and he calls in a spot where he doesn't even beat a bluff. Oh no, Vince.
He tried to make a hero call. It did not work out.
Oh, that was hard to watch.
Oh boy, and he has paid off his man.
It's kind of brutal, but his table mates are laughing at him. They can't help themselves. It's just, I can't imagine how Gerd feels right now.
He's devastated. He's down to a couple 100,000.
You play tight all final table to call it off on king high when your opponent can barely even have any worse hand.
He went with the hunch. He went with the hunch. Give the man a break.
Oh, okay. All right. Next hand. Okay. Ola here. He's on the button with Jack 9.
Ola has been dominating this field, and now he is going to raise this to 100,000 with his Jack 9. And Michael now.
Sometimes I need to remember I'm retired from the raw deal, Vince.
He could have been a hero if he was right.
Now, Michael Boehnert here has a 9-7 suited in the big blind against Ola's button raise. He's going to make the call. So he's dominated, but has a connecting-ish suited hand.
And here is the flop king, 6 deuce. No one connecting there. None of these hands are connecting. We've seen all night long. But Ola's going to make this bet. 70,000 continuation, and it's going to work. Ola taking down another pot. He's not only a great tournament player, but he's a great online player as well. Blind still 25 and 50. Action on Patrice Brandt, who bought into this tournament. I have to keep saying it 4 times. That's a big investment.
It's tough. It's tough to fire 4 times in a tournament and realize that you have to make the final 2 tables just to break even.
Yes, but you're also the guy that says, I knew what I was doing. I knew I was going to make that final table. That's why I do it, because I'm the best, and I can keep doing that.
You're either very confident or very desperate. All right, now here you see Ola raising a very weak hand, and that's a result of Gerd being so short. He's just trying to take advantage of the tightness forced on his opponents by Gerd being close to all in. And so Michael makes the call with Queen Jack suited, and Ola is going to get to the flop with a really bad hand.
Flop is a 9-8 deuce, 2 of them spades. So great flop for Michael. Ola getting none of that, so he checks it.
I like this from Ola. You know, he recognizes this is a bad board for what's already a really bad hand, and so he just check folds and gives it up. Doesn't try and force things there.
Okay, we go back down to his 5 players remain. Action's on, Michael. He's in second chip position now with 3.4. Ola out in front with 4.8. Gonna raise to 105. Around to Ola. Ola with a king 4.
Well, you see Michael and Ola in the previous hand playing a little extra loose pre-flop while Gerd is so short. Gerd being that short basically means that Patrice and Michael Boehnert cannot get out of line against the players who cover them.
Ace 10-7 is the flop. Again, no one hitting anything. And there's a continuation bet for Michael. And he will be successful in that. He, like I said before, he's the one guy that can take a little steam out of Ola.
Yep. He is maybe the only player at this table who has been willing to get into confrontations with Ola and try and outplay him. Not force it per se, but to think that he could make a better decision than Ola could. You see some of the other players really going out of their way to avoid Ola.
Now the action's on Michael. Now he got into this tournament through a 350 euro satellite. So this is a gravy train for him tonight, but he's gonna fold. And now Gerd is gonna shove his short stack in there with a king 9 of diamonds. Patrice goes out. Yeah, Ola's got an ace 9. He's counting it out. Seems like an auto call.
I raise.
He's gonna raise to get Michael out. Michael with an awful looking 10-5, so no problem there. So they're gonna turn up the cards. And Ola is the favorite.
That's pretty unlucky for Gerd. Ola's going to be calling with so many hands there. Unfortunate that the one he gets called by has him 3-outing.
Gerd can't believe the whole thing imploded before his very eyes.
Ah, naja, egal. Gute Hand.
Here we go, here's the first 3. And it's a queen 6-4. Ola out in front. Gerd seeing the finish line, and it doesn't look good. With 2 cards to come, can he pick off something? No, a 3 on the turn.
Gonna have to be a king.
All right, 3 outer for Gerd to double up. It's not gonna happen as a 3 hits the board. It is over for Gerd.
Strong finish for Gerd in 5th place, taking home 46,000 euros and his first major final table. Play online poker for real cash and prizes at WPT Global. Sign up for free today using bonus code YT25 and get a $1,200 deposit bonus.
That's right, the antes are 5,000, the blinds are 25 and 50. The winner gonna take home 218,000 euros this evening. Action on Ola, the chip leader. He gets out of the way.
All right, Michael here. The folding king 7 on the button is a little surprising. I guess influenced by the stack sizes of the 2 players in the blinds. Michael now, with just 10 blinds, has an easy all-in, which makes me think he's posturing.
All in.
Yeah.
Wow. I think there was a bit of acting there. Ace 9, but he has pushed all in. Now Patrice with a king 3 of diamonds.
And who knows, that act could work because Patrice does have a borderline hand between call and fold here.
Yep, wants to know how much it is. Patrice, of course, has over $1 million. Michael with half that.
Yeah, I think a computer would say Patrice needs to call here given the price and the frequency that Michael will move all in. However, a lot of players really don't like calling all-ins with a weakish hand when it would put half their stack at risk.
Action clock is ticking down to less than 4 seconds now.
Call.
And he is going to make this call.
I don't know in that stage. We don't know. Nice hand. Okay.
Yeah, Boehnert liking what he sees. Patrice, not as much, but still 2 live cards, and he's suited, so let's go to a flop. And there's a 3 for him.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, bad news for Michael Boehnert.
Patrice out flopping Michael. Boy, oh boy, Michael needs some luck here. Oh, he gets some. A club comes up, that gives a 4 flush.
8.
And Michael's calling for the trolliest card possible. He wants an 8, so the 8s and 5s will beat Patrice's 3, but he can also catch an ace, a 9, or a club.
Otherwise, he is out of there. In 4th place, the river card coming up. It's a 6 of spades.
And Michael going to be eliminated in 4th place here. Unfortunately, his ace 9 of clubs not able to hold up. Felled by the king 3 of diamonds for Patrice.
Yeah, an excellent player will take home 60,000 euros. We're down to 3 players.
Ola Shimian still our leader with above 5 million in chips. Patrice Brandt, our short stack at 1.5 million, but he's got 30 blinds. So not desperate. Plus he has a king-jack suited, and he's in the small blind here, so he has a decision between raising and then calling off if Ole were to move in. Or he might limp, as he did here, and then move in if Ola raises. Ola will check. And a nice flop here for Patrice. Top pair, and a couple of backdoor draws.
80.
And he'll bet 80. Ola's out of there before he gets his chips in. So Patrice taking that pot down. What a battle we're seeing.
Patrice on the rise.
Yeah, very clever player. He has played well here tonight. And this time he picks up a jack 9 of hearts. He'll raise it to 100,000. Ola behind him with an ace 4 diamonds.
Ola's definitely going to play here. I'm just not sure if he's going to 3-bet or call, but 3-bet seems more likely.
300.
Yeah, he'll move it up to 300,000. Michael with the 6-7 of diamonds. He goes out. Back on Patrice.
He'll make this call in position. Very playable jack 9 suited going into the flop.
Good pot brewing, and here's the flop. It's a 5 deuce deuce, and there's 2 hearts there.
That is an action flop for these 2 hands.
Great for Patrice.
Even Ola likes his hand on this flop. He's got a gut shot to the wheel. He's got an overcard. And he knows that his opponent would have moved in with any of his pairs pre-flop.
All in.
Wow. Look at this. He's going to push it now.
Yep, good play from Patrice. And now will Ola make a great call. And I think that Ola is going to consider all those things. You can't have a pair. Can't have that many bigger aces than me. So that means your range is mostly flush draws.
I call.
There you go.
There you go. He's making a great call.
And this is why Ola's one of the best, because even when he doesn't have that much of a hand, he thinks more about his opponent's range than his own holdings. And so Ola makes the call. You see there that while he's in front, he's actually a small underdog.
Yeah, Patrice out in front with the 4 flush.
And a king of clubs on the turn, no help for Patrice. He now needs a heart, a jack, or a 9 on the river, or he will be our 3rd place finisher.
That is right.
Let's go to the river.
Okay, Patrice double
And
up.
it is a 7 of clubs. Ola Shimian making a phenomenal call, holds up with ace high and eliminates Patrice.
Patrice will take home 93,000 euros. Let's talk to him.
3rd place after starting with 6 players. Being the short stack, that's fine.
The antes are now 10,000. The blinds are 30 and 60.
These guys are playing about 60 blinds effective to start this heads-up match.
And Michael getting out of line here with the 8-5. Is going to make it 130 to go. Up against an ace-king for Ola. That's all.
Now Ola's about to make some noise pre-flop.
Or do you play it slow and try to trap your man? Nope, he's going to go hard. Makes it 430. Michael goes away.
There's not a lot of pre-flop slow playing while you're still 60 blinds deep, but when you get down to the 20, 30 blind range and it's easier to stack someone post-flop, you'll see them just call their big hands pre-flop a little more.
Ola this time with a decent ace-4. Goes to 150. And talking about 4s, Michael has a pair of 4s.
450.
Michael gonna 3-bet up to 450. Ola quickly folds. And as often happens in heads up, the hands go down very quickly, especially amongst professionals.
And now it's on Michael. He's got ace-3. He will raise, makes it 130 to go. Ola, king-8 of diamonds, content to just call. And here is the flop. Oh boy, it's a king 8-6, so top 2 pair for Ola. What a dream flop. Nothing for Michael. And Michael is going to bet 125 into a monster.
Ola has so many of the good cards here. I expect him to slow play a little bit.
Oh,
Yep.
why not?
Just gonna call.
Okey-dokey.
Wow, and he turns a full house. And what's interesting about this spot is when the middle card pairs, players often lead out because they expect the pre-flop raiser to check behind so often. And so despite turning a full house, that's why you see Ola leading out here into Michael. And Michael is aware of that fact and knows that Ola is going to lead everything on this turn that called on the flop. And so if he believes that there are many draws in Ola's range, he's going to make this call with ace high thinking that it's still good.
Well, that's what he's done. He is making this call, and he's in deep trouble. River card comes up 6, pairs the board. 8s and 6s out there. So can Ola get more out of his victim?
Well, that's an unfortunate river for Michael, because if he had put Ola on one of those draws, they all missed.
760.
I call anyway.
Oh, wow.
Wow, he didn't even think about it.
He's going to try to make the hero call. It's going to backfire in a huge way.
Huh.
Big payoff for Ola. Michael has raised to 130 with the 10-4. Ola going to stick around with the 6-5, and the flop is a king 7-3, 2 hearts.
Not a bad flop for Ola. It's got a gut shot, and the only heart. Michael here just stabbing.
Yeah, that's 110 with 10 high. Ola splashing around, hoping to hit. Whoa, he's...
Check raising again.
Yeah.
Well, he knows his opponent's going to continuation bet that flop very frequently, close to 100%. Ola with a little bit of a draw, but not so much that it's a disaster if he doesn't get to the turn. Check raises, takes it down.
We move on. This time Ola looking down at a king 7. Just going to call it. Michael okay to see a flop with a jack 7. So here we go, and the flop is at 8-8-4. No one hitting anything. Michael gonna check to Ola. Check, check.
And a 7 on the turn's a pretty interesting card. Pairs both players. But Ola in front with the higher kicker. I would expect him to raise this turn. He likely has the best hand. His opponent has several draws that can pay to see a river. And it's really hard to get more value if you just call and see a river card when many of them will either improve your opponent's hand or scare him away. So 370,000 to go from Ola here.
Yep, he's got him out-pipped, and he's gonna raise him up. Apply more pressure on Michael. Action clock ticking away. It's down to 6 seconds, and now 5. Oh boy, he's going deeper. He's gonna make this call.
Yeah, nothing that Michael can do to get away here. His hand is way too strong.
Wants to hit a jack. Did not. A 3 on the river.
I didn't expect Ola to bet the river, but that card might entice him. It's a really safe card for his hand. No, he does check.
Wow, he missed a little bit of a value bet there.
And that's why you see him smile a little bit. He's like, I could have got a little more. Play online poker for real cash and prizes at WPT Global. Sign up for free today using bonus code YT25 and get a $1,200 deposit bonus.
Michael here with a 9-8.
Ola, Queen 5 suited. It's going to check in the big blind.
Queen 5 versus 9-8, and the flop is a 10-6-4. Again, no one hitting pairs. Michael, inside straight draw. He is relentless. Betting 65. Keeps taking stabs at pots. Of course, Ola calls this. Going to the turn, a big ace scare card for both players. Neither one has one, obviously. Check, check. An 8 on the river, so Michael out rivers Ola, hits the 8s.
This is an interesting river. Michael's third pair is in a precarious position here, and he has to wonder, does Ola have an ace? Does he have a flush? Does he have one of those straights? Or, because he's going to go to the flop with so many hands, I should just call here. I'm high up in my range and I should call, and that's what he does.
Nice call. Good attempt by Ola. Michael taking that pot, and he needed it.
It's a pretty respectful call from Mike there. It basically says, even though everything got there, I believe you will bluff frequently enough that I should call you with third pair.
Michael peeks down at a 4-5 of clubs. He will raise it 130.
Ola with the Jack-9 in the big. He's going to take a flop. $10-3 deuce on the flop. Pretty good flop for Michael as an open-ended straight draw.
And he is going to bet the 100. Ola caught nothing. Wow. He's going to try to take this now. 330.
All in.
And all in over the top.
Gotta love it. Great play by Michael there, recognizing that it's extremely difficult for Ola to have a hand that can check raise, call, and all in. It just takes it down with his straight draw. The German versus the Czech facing off for the European Championship here at Spielbank Berlin.
Exciting poker we're watching. Dramatic and well played. And right now it's on Ola, our chip leader.
120.
He'll make it 120 with a 9-10. And Michael with ace-jack. Just calls, surprising. And here we go with a flop. It's a Jack-5 deuce. Beautiful for Michael.
Yeah, I am surprised that Michael didn't 3-bet there. He was certainly liberal about it earlier in the final table, so I don't know why he's not doing it here.
Just disguising his hand, perhaps, but Ola's going to come out and bet this 110 after the check by Michael. Couple clubs out there, so Michael's trying to protect himself. He's going to bump it up, goes to 330.
One of those spots where you want to check raise to get value, but it's so difficult for your opponent to have a hand that can call.
Exciting battle. Winner's going to take home 218,000 euros. Second place, 143.
Raise.
Two big stars over here in Europe battling for this title. And right now, Michael has raised with a 10-7, and Ola with an ace-7. Just calls. Here we go. Flop is a Jack 10-6. So Michael out flopping Ola with a 10. There's the bet. 110.
I would expect Ola to continue here. It seems close, but he is going to make this call.
And it is another 10. Oh, that's just better and better for Michael. Three of a kind.
Well, we talked earlier about how when the board pairs the middle card, the caller pre-flop often leads out, and that it's important to balance that by doing it with 100% of your range. So that's why you see Ola leading out here with the ace high.
And now Michael just calling. A deuce on the river, so Ola with nothing. Will he take another stab at this? No, he gets the memo. Michael is trying to get value, obviously, with three of a kind.
I'd be pretty surprised if Ola looked him up here.
I would too. He was betting 475.
Clubs got there. But this is close.
looks curious here.
And he's going to call.
Oh, he is going to call. And that's a big swing for Michael.
Yeah, 1.7 million in that pot.
Wow, started out with 10-7, turned it into a big pot. Michael Maraca's getting some momentum back. They're not exactly getting the cards, they're just making plays, and it is beautiful to watch. And right now, a call by Ola with Queen 3. And Michael not going to raise with Queen 6, and the flop is an Ace 6 deuce, so Michael out flopping Ola with the sixes.
Check, check. Turn deuce.
Pairs the board. Michael now with sixes and deuces. He's going to come out of bet 75,000. Ola loses interest, folds the hand, so Michael's going to take down that one. Getting the momentum. Michael's married, has a 2-year-old son. Another baby on the way, so big money at stake. He'd like to take care of the family with this win. And we started this event with 339 total entries. And we're down to these two guys.
180.
Ola with King 7 of clubs will make it 180 to go. Michael looks down at a 7-5 of spades.
Going up to 600,000. We got a pot brewing.
He's going to push with a little junk.
Call.
And he's going to get called.
Yeah, Ola not going to go anywhere in position here with the King 7 suited.
First three will be a King, Queen 9. There's 2 spades out there too, so
Oh, wow.
Kings for Ola. Michael with a 4 flush.
All in.
All in by-
Wow.
wow.
And Michael just shoves 3x pot. Whew, my goodness.
How much?
This is going to make Ola pause for a little bit. I'd be surprised if he folds top pair here, but the fact that his opponent jammed 3 times the size of the pot is definitely going to give him pause.
This is a big moment. Ola would be a nice favorite if he should make this call, and the action clock is ticking down to 5 seconds for Ola. Oh, he's going to take a time chip.
Buys himself another 30 seconds.
I call.
Wow, he's going to do it!
Big call from Ola here.
And he's out in front against Michael. And the whole tournament on the line for Ola Shimian.
I have a good feeling about this.
I feel you. Actually.
We'll see about that one, huh?
It'd be a big chip leader if he should win this. Hit a spade, that's all he has to do right now. Let's take a look at the turn. Will it be a spade? No.
8 of hearts on the turn will give Michael some additional outs to a 6. So now looking for a spade or a 6 to double up. Otherwise, Ola is our champion.
That's right, the man that came in as the chip leader. 1 card away from victory here. Here's the river.
4 of diamonds. Ola Shimian is our champion.
That's right.
The German phenom is a first-time WPT champion. Michael Maracash with a great finish. Finishes in 2nd place.
At the beginning, before the tournament started, I wanted to play aggressive game because I had position on Ola. And I lost lots of chips at the beginning, so I just wanted to play more tight because I wanted the other guys to bust first. So he took care of it, he eliminated all of them, and yeah, I was the one in heads up.
Ola Shimian, you call with kings with the 7 kick, a great call. How are you feeling right now?
Very happy about it. I'm so proud. In my hometown, I win this tournament. It feels very good.
Well, you are a poker legend here in Germany, and now the whole world will know of your talent. Let's hear it one more time for our champion, Ola Shimian!